Hello, I'm here today to talk to you about the undergraduate programmes in the Department of Management. My name's Joanna and I'm the head of department for this department, and I want to talk you through the 5 programmes that we offer within the Department of Management, which is part of the wider business school here at Lincoln. Before I do that, I just want to outline a little bit of our philosophy and approach to learning so you understand and get a little bit of a feel of what it would be like to come and study business subjects, business and management subjects here at Lincoln. From the minute you start with us, we will equip you to engage with businesses. You might do that as part of the assessments on your programme. You might do that attending visiting speaker events. And the subjects that you study and the assessments that you undertake will help you make a contribution to businesses and to work organisations generally, not just commercial businesses. The contribution you can make, it could be across a full range of different business skills and disciplines, and will also help you to develop your leadership and management experiences. We have a broad range of general business degrees, and 3 of them have a degree of specialisation, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a moment. We subscribe to something called the Principles of Responsible Management Education. So the programmes that you study with us, the individual modules, the topics, the subjects that you study, are underpinned by these principles. And when we talk about responsible management education, it covers a lot of different things. It might be around supply chains, around green energy. It could be the way we treat, manage and employ people. So there are a lot of different responsibilities we have in the world of business and management. We ensure that what you learn with us is up to date, is informed by brilliant cutting-edge research from professors and others involved in active research in the department. But we're also responsive so that the topics we hope and have planned to teach you, maybe in the next 2, 3 or 4 years' time, depending on when you join us, might shift and adapt a little bit so they're absolutely up to date and relevant for the world of work. So let's talk a little bit about the programmes on offer in my department. You can see there on the image just a little taster of what it would be like when you do come and join us. And if you do come and visit us, we hope we can show you some of our facilities. The first degree I'd like to talk about is our business studies degree. And as you can see there on the slide, it really does focus on essential business skills and gives you a real broad range of choices and subjects to think about. This is really helpful if you're interested in business, but you're really not sure which bit of business you'd like to specialise in yet. It might be you're already studying business, but you don't want to go down a particular narrowed route just yet. But it may be you haven't studied business at all yet, and this could be a great starting point for you. If you do know you're definitely hooked on business and do want to specialise, business and management will give you a nice balance of general business, but with a management flavour. And here we focus on you as an individual and your own individual management skills and help you develop those over the course of 3, possibly 4 years with us. In addition to those 3 more general programmes, we have what I've called our business specialisms. So they all focus around the world of business and some management subjects as well, but do have some specialisation. So this is illustrated, as you can see, by the picture on the screen. And sometimes it's great to have that big view, that wide vista of general business understanding. But it can also be really valuable to focus in on the detail. And there you've got an insert showing the detail of the pebbles on the beach. So if you think about these programmes a little bit like that, there is still the big picture, but there is also an element of detail. So the first of this is around international business management, and as the title suggests, that has a particularly more stronger flavour and detail around international aspects. It also helps you learn or improve on language. So it could be you're already accomplished, maybe studying a modern foreign language at A level, and you can go on and do that and develop it even more. Or you can come and learn perhaps Chinese for the first time and start a language from scratch and continue that over 3 years of study. Our second degree in this area is business and enterprise development. And as that suggests there, it focuses very much on those of you that might be interested in setting up your own business. However, you don't have to set up your own business when you graduate, because these entrepreneurial skills are really valued by all employers. The ability to be innovative, to be creative, and we have definitely seen that over the last few months. And that ability to be able to think quickly, nimbly, plan and not be constrained by structures or rules or processes, or maybe to develop your new structures, rules and processes can be really valuable. And this program could really give you an insight into that. Our final, more specialist area is business psychology. Now, I must stress at the outset, this is not a pure psychology degree. The university does offer that, and please check that out if you are interested or you're not quite sure where you want to focus your studies. But what this really does do is help you to focus on the psychological aspects of work, of people in work, of motivations. So let's move on to some quotations from one of our students and some of our programme leaders to just give you a little bit more flavour about what our programmes are about. Paul, who heads up our enterprise business and enterprise development programme, really focuses on the fact that some of your teaching will be taught through experts who have set up and run their own businesses for real. Tom, who is one of our business psychology students, focuses on those aspects of work motivation, as you can see there in the quote. Moving on to our International Business Management Programme, Christina, who you can see in the picture there on the slide at the end of the table, really emphasises the global environment that you will study in, and lots of other options you've got available on this programme. And so I do hope that might be of interest to you. Final two quotations are from David, who is the programme leader for business and management, as the quotation emphasises there. And he talks about the skills that we will give you to be a good manager, but also really important thinking skills. We don't want you to just go out from here replicating what management has been in the past and learning it from a textbook, or even just from what people have previously done. We want you to be critical, evaluative, reflective, and think about, are you doing management the right way? Is there a new, different way to do management? So we'll give you those thinking and critically evaluative skills as well. And finally, Herbert talks about the business studies programme and emphasises one aspect of the assessment there, which is challenge-based. So we might set you a problem or a challenge, perhaps based on a real company, and you can actually go and visit that company, speak to people in that company to really get to the root of what they might need as a solution, and provide that as part of your assessed studies. Just a little bit about your learning experience with us. You'll have seen from the images I've shared with you already, there's lots of different ways that we learn. Large lecture theatres. If you are thinking of joining us this October as opposed to 2021, then our lectures, certainly for our first semester up to Christmas time, early January, will be delivered online, just to enable some social distancing. So you saw an image of one of our lecture theatres earlier. But here are some examples of different ways that we will help you learn. You might find yourself in small discussion groups. You might find yourself working with lecturers in a slightly more social setting. And if you can't quite tell who is a student and who is a lecturer in that image there on the left, I think that's actually quite a good thing, because we work together as one to really meld your learning experience. And indeed, we might be able to learn from you as well. So it's important that as you think about your next steps for study, you also think about your longer term future, both in terms of career and also how you see your student journey in the 3 or 4 years you're with us. There's opportunities to extend your studies to 4 years, different things that you could do. And it could be you go on to a postgraduate study, and then you might come back and tell us all about it, as the image there on the slide shows you, which would be fantastic. So just as I wrap things up in conclusion, and I am available on the chat till 3 o'clock this afternoon, so do connect in with me if I can help you further. We really do hope you find a sense of belonging for your future. We know that we can provide a fantastic sense of belonging here at Lincoln, in the business school, on one of our programmes, and for you in the future as well, where you see yourself and where you might go. That's just been a really short walkthrough of the programmes we have on offer. There's 5 really exciting programmes there and many more across the business school. So do check out all of those different options and don't be frightened to ask any questions at all. As I say, we're around till 3 o'clock. You've got a copy of my email address there if you want to drop me a line, and I can signpost you or answer your questions directly. And please do come and see us in Lincoln when you can. It's a fantastic city, beautiful setting, as you can see there from the image. And do enjoy the rest of our virtual open day today. Thanks very much for listening.